Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm bringing it back guys, paper talk on a Sunday. It's getting to that time of year now where I think that the newspapers and rumours about transfers is going to start heating up a little bit with the January transfer on the horizon. So I'm bringing it back every Sunday. You'll find one of these videos if there's anything to talk about Liverpool related. Now, before we go any further, if you are new here, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like if you enjoy it, and put a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything I'm about to cover. So we've only got 2 players to talk about today, potentially 3, depending if I want to talk about this other lad or not. But anyway, the first up is the Musiala stuff. Now, I did cover this off earlier in the week. However, Sport Build have added a few other caveats to this, and I think it's worthwhile just having a little bit of a look at it again. So, 2 days ago, Sport Build stated that Liverpool are interested in Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala, especially due to his resale value. Now, to me, makes sense. It's an FSG type of signing. He probably will cost, probably north of 100 million to bring him in, but I could see us buying him, and then he goes on to something like Real Madrid, Barcelona in 5-6 years' time for more than that, especially when the transfer window's fluctuating as it is with transfer fees going up and up and up. So yeah, I can see that. Recent claims in Germany, however, which is the added bit here, have stated that Bayern Munich are planning to replace him with Bayer Leverkusen star Florian Wirtz. Now, that's a player, again, that Liverpool have been linked with in the past. And that part there, you would think it's either newspaper making it up a little bit, or that's come from Bayern. Sport Build relay this and then mention that Liverpool's interest in Musiala, who is on the top of their list. Jurgen Klopp's desire to sign the Bayern player is also discussed by TZ when explaining his contract situation. It is said there is a strong interest in the German international from the Premier League, but he was only mentioned with Liverpool. The reports say Liverpool have him on their agenda if Mohamed Salah were to leave Anfield, which, even though, again, he scored 2 goals yesterday, I would hate Mohamed Salah to leave. I think this is his last season at Liverpool, guys. I really do. If he signs a new contract this year, then I probably would say that he's going to stay probably a little bit longer. However, that move to Saudi Arabia, I've just got a funny feeling it's going to happen in the summer. But yeah, we'll leave that one there. Liverpool will find it difficult to carry out the deal for Musiala, potentially, because this bit don't make no sense to me actually. Let me see this way again. Liverpool will find it difficult to carry out the deal for Musiala because a potential move to the Merseyside club is currently not an issue for him. So why would they find it difficult? And that may be a bad translation there. Yeah. TZ explained the 20-year-old wants to win major trophies, including the Champions League, and also aims to become a world-class player. He seems to be hopeful that his vision can be implemented in Munich with a strong team. His contract expires in 2026, and the outlet states that there are currently no contract talks with the Bavarian club, and that the desire for a better contract could be what all these links are about, which is basically what I said in my first video, and about Leroy Sané as well. I think this is their agents getting it out there, making it known that if they want a new deal, and if Bayern want to keep them, they're going to have to offer that new deal. Musiala is the up-and-coming golden boy of German football, so you would think that the German international, German FA, Bayern Munich themselves would want him to stay in Germany rather than see him move abroad. So, yeah, his position as well for me, I think I saw someone in the comments in my last video about this, basically saying that he's more of a midfielder number 10. Now, it says there that he could come in if we sell Salah, so does that mean that Musiala is going to change position and potentially become a right winger? Or are we going to see someone like a Szoboszlai move and join the front three, and then Musiala comes in and takes Szoboszlai's position in the midfield? Possibility. For me, again, the most likely one out of all these, the 2 that they mentioned then, Musiala and Wirtz, I would say Wirtz is more of a potential option for Liverpool going forward into next year. However, let's wait and see what happens with this. It just, for me, in all fairness, it feels like it's just agent talk, but let's wait and see what happens in the future. Next up, we've got Ezequiel Fernandez. Now, he's been linked with AC Milan by Gazzetta, which is an Italian outlet. And they basically said that the 21-year-old Argentine Ezequiel Fernandez is being linked with Milan and Benfica. Now, I've had a bit of a look at this. We were linked with this guy back in August, and then he was linked with Brighton in September. He's 21 years of age. His contract expires the 31st of December 2025. His agent is Herman Berman, and he's got no links with Liverpool with the players that he represents. He's a left-footed defensive midfielder. Now, it says here that his transfer market values around €7 million, but we can't really believe that. And so far this year, he's made 8 appearances, 1 assist, and 2 yellow cards. It basically says as well that he is they compare him in this article to a Busquets and a Cambiasso. And that he is one of the most complete midfielders in the Argentinian league. Now, the thing that makes this interesting for me is Liverpool might be trying to jump the gun a little bit and of learning from past mistakes, where we could have had Caicedo for like, 500k when he went to go join Brighton. And a few other players, I can't really like. It wasn't him, was it? Caicedo was 4 million, and the other one was Enzo Fernandez. We could have had for like 500k before he went to Benfica, but they've gone. And again, this could be one of them players where if he goes to a Benfica or a Milan, he could be worth another £100 million in 2 or 3 years' time. And it'd be good to see if Liverpool actually can get ahead of the rest of them and get them before they come to Europe and just keep hold of them and develop them at the club. Now, the thing that I find interesting about this is he is a very similar profile to the other player from South America that we've been heavily linked with, Andre. Now, Andre's valuation is at €15 million. He's 22. They've got in his right-footed, but he's also, again, like a defensive midfielder. His contract expires the 31st of December 2026, and his outfit is Nike, whereas Ezekiel's is Puma. Don't really make much difference, but for me, it would seem that Andre is number one and maybe Ezequiel is the backup to him if we weren't to get Andre in the January transfer window. Obviously there's been recent links with Arsenal for Andre. However, I'm kind of hoping that we're in a situation now, especially after the Fluminense president came out and basically said that Liverpool were in contact during the summer window. He told them to come back later on because they're in the Champions League of South America. And didn't want to lose Andre because he's he's a good player for them. He's like one of the top players for that club, and he's very much in the mould, apparently, according to the people from Brazil, as a Kante. So I'd like to see Andre come. We've had the hype around him a lot now, and he seems to be one of them players that we've had a lot of links to him. There seems to be something there. The president's even come out and said that Liverpool are interested in him. So you would probably think that this potentially could be the player that comes in during January. And he comes in and basically just takes the role off McAllister and shores it up a little bit more. And then Endo becomes his backup for me. I don't know what else we'll probably end up doing in January. Obviously Andy Robertson's out for the foreseeable now. Probably potentially into January. So do we go out there and sign another left back? Probably not, because when Robbo comes back we'll have Shimikas. We've got enough youngsters in the side to give Shimikas a break in, say, the Europa League or something like that. And we've got Joe Gomez as well, who can also play left back if needs be. I think Endo has played left or right back as well, so we do have the cover there if needs be. But it's Copa Libertadores, isn't it? Libertadores. That the Fluminense are in. And that's why they didn't want to sell Andre to us in the summer. But yeah, guys, that's it. Ezequiel and Musiala linked with Liverpool today in this Paper Talk episode. Let me know down below in the comments, guys. Do you think there's anything in the Jal Musiala stuff? Do you think Liverpool are looking at backups to Andre due to the Arsenal interest in him? Or is it going to be a case of Andre's going to stick to his word like Caicedo did with Chelsea, and that Liverpool were there first and they gave the most interest in him, so he wants to join Liverpool? Let me know down below in the comments, guys, what you think on all this, and I'll catch you in the next one.